Slide yung presentation ni Secretary. Yung merong graph. Yan. 1.19.
So Secretary, kung ano ang target natin? 2%?
Mga 2%, Your Honor, yes.
think
That's the standard. Pero hindi kakayanin.
Yeah, nababasa ko sa NATO is about 2%, no?
2%, Your Honor, but actually the EU countries are now going up to 5%.
To 5%. So if we will compute the shortfall, that's about 229 billion pesos.
Yes, Your Honor.
If we reach it.
In today's pesos.
In today's pesos. And kung ma-minus pa natin dito yung modernization na 40 billion, so lalabas mga 190 billion ang shortfall natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung 190 billion, Mr. Secretary, if we will prioritize to fill up that 190 billion, what will be the top 3 priority?
The top 3, Your Honor, for me, will be deterrence capabilities, longer range capabilities. That's the top 1 we need to deter. And this should be mobile. Secondly, air defense systems. And the third, Your Honor, infra for strategic basing.
Long range capabilities, what will be the
executive session, Your Honor?
Okay. Actually, yun ang ano ko rin eh. If you feel free to let us know if you want an executive session. And then the infra,
strategic basing, Your Honor.
Okay.
Especially sa north, sa Cagayan, Batanes, Eastern Seaboard, wala tayo, Your Honor. Somewhere in Samar, Giwan, and Balabac.
Well, ang target natin, if I think 180 billion yung shortfall nila, 190 to be exact yung shortfall nilang. Kung compute na nga natin to sa flood control, in flood control 270 billion yun eh, no? So sobra-sobra pa, to be honest about it. But of course, maraming pinagagamitan yon, but hopefully in the next 3 years we can reach the 2% of GDP. That 180, tingin ko with the growth of our economy, with the growth of our revenue, baka yung 180, tingin ko feasible siya.
I think so, Your Honor. And we can also provide some data that increased defense spending lowers political risk, which stimulates investor appetite also.
So, well, Mr. Secretary, as long as I'm the chairman of the Finance Committee, I will commit to reach the 2% by 2028. No, yun ang atin.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Pagtutulungan namin ni Senator Bato, Senator JV, Senator Lauren, dahil sa computation namin, tingin ko kakayanin eh.
I suggest also, Your Honor, that even for sensitive items, for that the practice in other areas to create a select committee, bipartisan or multi-partisan select committee for oversight, for intelligence, be created so that select committees in both houses will be qualified recipients of confidential information. So that oversight is done, governance is there, and our security precautions are also not compromised.
The chairman of the Standing Committee on Defense is here, Senator Lauren, so we'll work with her on looking at that concept. And I will propose to Senator Lauren at the proper time to convene an executive session so we can talk about the modernization in detail. No?
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
we can,
I think, Your Honor, it is worthy to have a separate briefing on that with the senators at the location of your convenience.
All right. Thank
and
you.
a time of your convenience.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator JB?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Anyway, good afternoon again, with the family. Earlier, what was mentioned, no, nakakalungkot na 3 billion na lang yung natitira, no, for us to be able to acquire our needed assets kasi nga po yung 37 out of the 40 billion, tama, no, are already obligated, no? Ito po ay
Actually, the updated figure, Your Honor, is 39.3. 39.9 pambayad ng utang.
so,
so
point ilan na lang yung
100 million na lang ho natin.
100 million na lang. Wow. Ang nakakalungkot pa rito, yung program appropriate. Ito po yung ano, no, Mr. Chair, 2023, ang
Pero,
inyong
Hiniling
yes, sir.
ko po, in fairness po, hiniling ko po sa DBM na basta siguraduhin ninyo, please, yung MOE namin lumaki. Para sa ganon, maalagaan namin mabuti yung mga bagong dating. Hindi ito ma-deteriorate. And then, pagtulungan po natin yung approval ng authority to contract loans. That's the more practical approach for it.
And likewise, Mr. Secretary, yung 2023, 27.5 billion, yung program, 17.5 unprogrammed, 2024, increased to 40 billion, and then 10 billion yung unprogrammed. I think the Senate, yung nagdagdag doon ng 10 billion, no? And also in 2023. 2025, bumaba tayo ng 35 billion. Tapos 40B unprogrammed. This is, ano na to, parang ano na to, kung may darating o wala. Yun ang nakarating. It will be in the third quarter na kung sakasakali, kung marirelease, masyado nang huli.
Your Honor, I would suggest also tignan nyo rin po yung ask and yung paglalagay sa NDRIM Fund. Actually, hinihingi po namin before, bago nagpalit na ng isip na wag na kami, ang hinihingi namin normally is 30 to 40. Binabaan ito ng 20 o 21 ata.
The sad reality, Mr. Chair, parang lagi nagiging biktima ng budget cuts ang AFP, modernization. No, that's what I observed, no, in my years in the Senate. Parang lagi siyang isa sa mga talagang tinatapyas.
Your Honor, para klaruhin din natin. They're also a victim of their own success na ginagawa nila na mission accomplishment at the expense of sustainability. So, sinasabi ko po sa kanila na unsustainable ang nangyayari. Of course, mission accomplishment, sino may ayaw na you do more with less. But in the long run, hindi pwede ito tumagal. At hindi natin masusustain. Kung hindi, may slippage na mangyayari.
At saka nakalungkot dito.
Senator JB,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
diyan kasi lumalabas yung attitude ng mga officers that we have. Yan ang kinalakihan lang sa field, sir. Minsan, walang dumarating na MOA. Minsan, ikaw, detachment commander, yung sweldo mo pa, pambili mo ng bigas para makakain yung mga sundalo mo. Dahil yun ang attitude natin to survive. Kaya ngayon, nagre-reflect din yan sa overall na scheme of things. Tinindi ka. Walang dumarating na suporta sa'yo. Mga tropa mo para hindi aalis sa detachment. Dahil kung aalis yan, maghahanap ng pagkain sa labas, baka atakin kami ng NPA, walang magdepensa sa detachment. So ang gagawin mo, detachment commander, kakuha ka sarili mo sweldo. Bili ka ng bigas, bili ka ng bulad para hindi ito maglabasan sa detachment. Kain kayo para ready, hintay kung may atake. Kaya yun na naging attitude ng ating armed forces.
Tapos yung ibang yung expectations ng ating taong bayan sa AFP lumalaki. Nalilihis sa core mission, no? Dahil sa performance nila. Kaya kailangan maging kontrabida na ako ng konti, scale back na natin ng konti para maging sustainable ito for the long run.
That's what I would want to point out later, Mr. Secretary, on how talagang nagiging subject tayo sa isa sa mga unang natatapesan, but it has to be given priority this time, Mr. Chair, because given the situation that we are in right now, wala pa naman yung West Philippine Sea problem noon, but now we are already having external threat. Dati internal threat lang tayo, no? Now that wala na mahalos yung internal, external threat is a different ball game. No? So, ang tanong ko lang, last year, DND reported that out of 188 projects under the revised Armed Forces of AFP Modernization Program, only 59 were completed out of 188. So, can you confirm, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary? Talagang ganito lang, no? 59 were only completed out of the 188.
Your Honor, the irony is, look, Horizon 1, anong year yung Horizon 1? 2012. There's still 15 remaining projects and probably will scrap it already. It's useless. Horizon 2, there are 73 remaining projects on Horizon 2. Some are essential for Horizon 3, and we're going to go over this to re-scrap it. Scrap, and just to add, so Horizon 3 has 37. Well, and I suspect a lot of these are contingent also on Horizon 2. So this is living proof that the tediousness of the modernization program, actually this is the AFP modernization scrutiny and fund management scrutiny came after the Garcia issue. So the AFP is now the most strictly controlled organization, which already hampers its ability to respond to threats. So ang dami po na projects na hindi na natin pwede gawin dahil obsolete na. Dahil we wishlist tayo, inaaprubahan ng presidente, magsasubmit for funding, wala hong funding. Kaya i-project based na lang ho natin.
Nakakalungkot lang dito, yung inyong budget for 2025, no, for AFP modernization, yung nasa program is 35 billion, no? Naalala ko lang, same amount ito nung Bulacan District Engineering Office. Isang distrito lang yun, Mr. Chair. Yung kala Enriel Cantat Bryce Hernandez, ito yung kanila pong pondo. 35 billion, buong AFP modernization na, isang distrito lang ng DPWH na ginawa lang ghost. Sayang, kung ito yung nailagay dito, kung nadoble man lang natin to, ang laking tulong sana sa ating AFP modernization. Nakahabol sana tayo, no? We know for a fact that we are very much delayed with the Horizon 3 na dapat external defense na tayo, but because of funding issues, talagang malaking problema po natin. Anyway, I'm happy to hear from our chair of the Committee on Finance that under his watch, pagtutulungan namin Sen Bato, Sen Loren, who are very much supportive of the armed forces, if we can reach the 2% yung po sa ating GDP,
Your Honor,
and I think that will be a big help.
Nabanggit nyo ito, doble ang tama nito sa AFP. Unang-una, yung dapat na igasto sa modernization ay nalilihis sa ghost projects. Pangalawa, ang operations ng AFP naantala dahil sasagipin pa namin ang buhay ng mga tao na napinsala na number 1 priority sa kalokohan na nangyayari na yan.
Tanong ko lang, how much is yung budget natin supposedly for the acquisition of the MRF or the multi-role fighters?
For now, it's 400 billion but
400
masyadong mababa na po yung amount. Nag-escalate na po. That was as of 2 years ago.
That's for one squadron?
No, that's for 3 squadrons.
3 squadrons.
Pero hindi pa kasama ang tanker at saka AWACS. Kasi
400
useless ho pag walang tanker at saka AWACS, walang legs yung eroplano at saka kung walang
limited
AWACS,
ang range. Yes.
Tignan nyo po yung nangyari dun sa recent conflict ng 2 bansa. Prinovidean ng real-time AWACS ng third country ang isang bansa. At may nangyari. So, importante po, hindi lang po yung fighters, yung dami, at yung support. Kasi kung fighters lang po, walang AWACS, bulag ho yun eh. Walang nagba-battle management.
That is correct. So Mr. Chair, Mr. Chairman, without institutional reforms, a stable funding mechanism, kanina yung mga binabanggit ni Secretary Teodoro, and a more integrated defense industrial strategy, the AFP will continue to struggle, no, to meet its modernization goals, even as regional threats is continuing each year, no? Talagang lumalakas at lumalakas yung ating threats externally. So ano pa yung can you just briefly again yung mga strategies that you would want to propose so that we can have address the funding gaps to ensure the successful implementation of the the revised AFP modernization program?
Basically po, it's a stable funding mechanism. That's the number one. And number two po is funding for the operational basis to provide continuing maintenance and support for it. And thirdly, it's every acquisition should include as part of the package the life cycle costs that are to be added to the annual GAA for the appropriate usage, utilization of any equipment moving forward. And also, Your Honor, it should also include the provision for upskilling of people to handle evolving technologies. And naturally, Your Honor, I don't want to understate the importance of hybrid and asymmetrics. It's also very important as a leveler, and it can add some depth to our capabilities, but it is really not a substitute for your core systems.
Likewise, siguro, Secretary, quickly lang, no? Para lang at least yung, we're an archipelago. Yung kaninang, you mentioned earlier that ang target natin is to guard the whole, although it's challenging, yung Western Seaboard natin, okay na. Ang medyo problema yung Eastern Seaboard, no? Which, aside from G1, ano po yung tingin yung, that we may be able
yung Dingalan po ay
Dingalan,
part of the
Isabela, Aurora.
No, Your Honor, Aurora po.
Aurora.
That is part of the Fort Magsaysay military reservation. Kaya we are going to develop that. And north ho, most probably in the area of Santa Ana and Palawi to guard that strategic passage.
And also, nandun yung Benham Rice, on that
Yes, Your
area.
Honor.
So
Very
we have
important.
it's
And,
very important, no?
meron na
for
ngang
us.
we also have to survey the area already.
But I also came across an article na because of the cost now of yung having, but we need it. I support you that I believe that we really need yung MRF right now, and yung mga mobile missile systems, no, for our as deterrence. Pero ano man, are we scrapping them, or you still would want to pursue
Your
this so
Honor,
that we can
we need to pursue
Yeah.
because we have to be aligned with pricing, with developments, and with the financial packages that the potential suppliers are able to give. We are not scrapping the effort, Your Honor.
Yeah,
We're
dapat
not
nandun pa rin.
pulling the
We
trigger
need it, yes.
on the effort. We're not also signing anything unless the president approves, because this is a foreign funded, will be domestic and foreign funded by borrowings. It's too big, Your Honor. And there are some who say, why don't we buy six first? Why? Because the pricing will change when you buy the next 6. So you'll have to have the whole package today and acquire your package today. And what good will 6 do? Nothing. Thailand has 100, Your Honor, multi-role fighters, both F-16s and Gripens.
Oo nga, when we look at Indonesia and Thailand pa lang, and even Malaysia, especially, talagang you can just, salivate with envy, nakakaingit, no?
Your Honor, because they never neglected defense
That is
spending
correct.
from day one, since after World War II.
And I
Dito
think,
sa atin,
yes,
Senator JB, is maalala lang nila yung defense spending pag hinaharas na naman yung tropa natin sa West Philippines. Kailangan nating suportahan ang modernization ng armed forces. Pagkatapos, wala, kalimutan. Pagdating sa budget, nakakalimutan na naman. Sige lang, continue, Senator JV.
Oo nga. Well, at least here in the Senate, we are doing our best, no? To always try to augment, if not supplement, the budget of the AFP especially the modernization fund. Ang yun nga, yung Horizon 3 which should have been nasa na ba tayo ngayon sa Horizon 3? Ay, we 50% even? Wala pa yata siguro, no?
Wala, Your
Not
Honor.
even.
None.
So kaya tayo tawag doon, revise, no? Ng ating
Yes, Your
pong
Honor.
plan,
And,
Horizon 3.
Actually, nun sa Horizon 3, we're making progress on C4I Star systems, resilience, and connectivity, Your Honor.
Siguro on a different lang, we will discuss further yung details, yung ating MRF, kung ano na talaga yung napupusuan ng AFP so that we can also help fund partially. Syempre kung talagang if a
Yes, Your
supplier
Honor.
would help us in the acquisition, yung po sa funding, no? Meron namang assistance sila. For a fact, I know na nanggaling ko kami sa France, they're even willing to give us a 17, 18-year payment scheme doon sa mga submarines sa kailangan sana natin. Baka meron din for our MRFs, no? Whether
Yes, Your Honor. We are just considering lang interoperability also with our like-minded partners. Kasi kahit na po different platforms, yung interoperability and command and control systems ay isa rin po ang pinanggagalingan. So, yun po ang punot dulo doon. But there's no pressure on that end. The pressure really is the internal financing availability po.
That's why I'm asking Secretary, Mr. Chair, so that on our part, syempre meron pa participation niya. Kung sakaling merong package, no, kung meron tayong friendly country, like-minded ally, who would supply us, syempre kailangan namin i-prepare yung ating pong government participation, no? Just like in any other foreign assisted programs.
Yes, Your Honor. We will ask our Undersecretary for Acquisitions
Sabi-
to make a presentation to His Honor about the current,
Classified na lang, yes.
the current offers and the current state of negotiations.
Oh, tsaka ay nakita ko, of course, ang natin dyan, yung mga that is common, the interoperability with our like-minded allies, no? Kaya lang masyadong mahal, mga F-16, Gripen, pero in Japan din is a very good source kasi nga they're very friendly to us, lalo na sa mga infrastructure natin.
Actually, on
Kung
domain
ano pwede
awareness,
itulong,
Your
talaga
Honor,
tumutulong sila.
domain awareness, they will be providing our domain awareness on a very sustainable basis.
I also read that in the short term, because it takes years kung mag-order tayo ng mga naval assets natin. It takes about 3 to 4 years to build. Tama, no? But we need it right now as soon as because of the situation in the West Philippine Sea. Yung siguro sa naval can answer, anybody can answer yung Japanese Abukuma class ba yun? 6 destroyers. At least kung meron tayo nun, at least it will give the Philippine Navy at least a firepower in the West Philippine Sea area. Are we pursuing that acquisition in case yan? Donation pala yan, no? In case. So what's the status po?
Mr. Chair, for the Abukuma class Japanese warships, it will be available by 2027. But it's not a guarantee na pwede nila i-transfer sa atin because of the current constitutional with Japan. And most probably, sir, we had it inspected and we submitted the recommendation. Most probably kasi, sir, tatanggalin nila yung mga systems doon.